Okay, my name is IsaiahR, and my presentation today is titled Expressions Through Art. The article I chose is Art is How We Justify Our Existence by David Leonard. And since he's an art dealer in his article, he explains how art makes him, art is key to our existence because it expresses our imagination, our ideas, our emotions, and how we truly how we could visualize that. And the artist I chose was John Martin. He lived from 1789 to 1854. He was part of the Romanticism movement, which is focused on emotions and senses through art. And his paintings were of historical and religious events mostly, and also his artwork featured massive landscapes and tragedy and small people. People were never really the focus of the art. And the first piece that I chose by him was Belshazzar's Feast, which was painted in 1820. And in this painting, it depicts the story of the writing on the wall, which is a biblical story in which it foretells the fall of Babylon through through light shown on the wall, but Martin's way of interpreting this is making structures almost unhumanly large. If we look at the background of it, you can see how it just keeps going, and if you notice the people, they're really small, so it's just massive. And he uses colors the light, which represents God, and he foretells the fall with the lightning coming from the sky, hitting the Tower of Babel, which is a human creation of humans trying to reach basically heaven through building a tall structure, an extremely tall structure. And for the second painting that I chose, it's the destruction of Pompeii and Herculaneum, which was made in 1822. And in this, he uses lines. In this, he paints the fall, the Mount Vesuvius's eruption of the Mount Vesuvius's eruption, and he uses lines. There's a stark contrast between the people at the bottom and the almost ethereal plane at the top. How something so catastrophic could be. He interprets it as you can't it's a tragedy, but you can't help but look at it because it's so. He uses light. That's the main point that he's in his painting. Vesuvius. It's not the people at the bottom because he uses color to show they're dull. They match with the landscape, and then the eruption. It's the main focus point. For the last painting that I chose Satan presiding at the Infernal Council, which was part of a series of paintings from John Milton's Paradise Lost, which he interprets also. And in this, instead of using color to show the meaning, he uses shadows, and in it, and movement. And the main figure is Satan himself, who's sitting on his throne, and he uses movement to guide the viewer into feeling small through if you start where he wants you, and then since he's pointing up, you look at what he's illuminated by, and if you follow those, the chandeliers, you can see how they go on forever. And then if you look at the crowd, they'll also like also really small. So it just shows how you're supposed to feel small and dread through looking at this. In conclusion, all is how we express our imagination. Like most of his paintings were from word of mouth. Like he had no reference points visually to look, and is how we are able to express our imagination and our ideas.
These scenes are just epic in scope. Look at these. Have you seen these paintings before? Is this the first time you've seen these paintings? I was asking the audience. First time. Yeah. Okay, audience, you have some comments, questions?
The dream you showed us today, which is your favorite?
I really like the second presiding at the Cinema Council.
I like the lines that you put to kind of show like to demonstrate what you were saying. I thought that was really cool.
Why did you choose this artist? I feel like a lot of these like paintings have like religious or like biblical like backgrounds. Did that have to do with like imagination, like with your conclusion?
Yeah, because the word of Bible, like it's words. You can't really. I mean, you could imagine how they look like, but if you wanted to like see it, then it basically tells what the story is, because it tells like the writing on the walls, the imminent fall of Babylon through the lightning, like despite like this grand kingdom.
But through these paintings, you really feel it, right on a deep, visceral, spiritual level. Because of his use of contrast as light and scale. It's moving in a way that written text is not. Cool. All right, thank you very much, Isaiah.